Okay, here is the third section for the Dance of the Sugarplum Fairy. If you recall the last section we ended off with this walk down. Now, we ended on an E there. If you think back to the very beginning, the very first section we learned after the intro, we did this. We're going to reuse that exactly, with the only exception being that rather than playing this E at the beginning, rather than playing that E, we're going to play this E. We're going to borrow the last E from the walk down of the previous section as the E. Okay? And then you just go right through. Okay? So that should be fairly straightforward. Like I say, that E is replaced with this low E right there. After you play there in the left hand, there's our ending. Okay, so those three notes there in the left hand, you want to make sure that the thumb is on this G because you're going to walk down these 5 notes. Take note that it's the F sharp that's black and the C sharp that's black. The other 3 are white, so D, E, and G. That's our first 5-note walk down. Always finish the walk down on finger number 2. So just wherever finger number 2 was during the walk down, play that note again. All right, so that's your ending note. That's also then going to be where you placed your thumb to do your next walk down. The next walk down, the second one, starts on F sharp. Okay, so you'll notice there are 3 black notes, the F sharp, D sharp, and C sharp. This one is perhaps the trickiest one to do. Finger 2 and finger 5 are both on white notes for this one. As usual, and right there, finger number 2 on the E. That's also where the thumb now takes over for the third walk down. The third walk down is just the A major pentascale. And on finger 2. Place the thumb on finger number 2, on that note where finger 2 was. Now the last one is just a walk down of the G major pentascale. Okay? So those 4 walk downs, first starting on G. Place the F there on F sharp, the thumb on F sharp. Switch out again, finger 2 for the thumb. This was our A major pentascale. Switch the thumb onto there. Now we have the G major pentascale. Walk down to F sharp, to the E, and play the E. That's how we're going to end it off right down there. So if you finished your G major pentascale right there on the G, you're going to add 2 more notes right underneath it, finish off with an E at the end. What does the right hand do? Well, similar to what you've done previously where you've created these positions that look a little bit slanted, right? So rather than playing the G and the D, you played the G sharp and the D earlier in the song. We did this also with some chords up here, always with the thumb on an F on a sharp and the pinky on a white note. We are going to do the same thing again here. So our starting position is E, pinky on E, and the thumb, rather than being on the A, which would be nice 5/5, that thumb is going to go on A sharp. Now, as you watch me do this, you'll notice we have that zigzag pattern going on again. So our starting and ending positions in each section is right here, pivot the hand, pivot the hand, pivot the hand, pivot the hand, and then finish off on the G and the B. Whatever your starting position is, there's always going to be the third finger that's going to play the in-between note, so to speak. Let's just call it the in-between note. So we've got the chord, the middle, and the chord again, and then come on down and play the first semitone down chord. We're going to now pivot, do the same thing again. So on the G sharp and the D, the middle note is the B. Okay, pivot down. We're going to do that one more time, one more pivot. This time it's going to be F sharp and C. The middle note is the A. And finish off on the G and B. That's where the pattern breaks. And finish off now the whole song. You're going to finish on D sharp, A, and B. Okay, so D sharp, A, B, and a a G, B, E. This is an E minor chord, just in the inversion. All right, so we've got that B7 followed by the E inversion. Now, putting those hands all together, it is very pattern based. There's a very specific pattern, and namely, it starts like this. The left hand is going to start. When the second finger plays there, that is where the right hand needs to start playing. Now, as the right hand pivots down to play the next chord, a semitone lower, that's where the left hand thumb takes over where the finger 2 was, and you're just going to walk down the left hand. When the second finger is ready to play here, the right hand needs to come down, pivot down again. All right, that's the part where we have to add in that third finger there in the middle. As you pivot, the left hand has to be ready to start there on the 1. Again, on the second finger, the right hand needs to pivot again. And then together on that last chord. Okay, F sharp goes with the B7, and then the E goes with the E minor. Finish off on an E. Putting that all together slowly, I'll go through that one more time. Walking down the first 5 notes, come up to finger 2 and play the right hand. Pivot, left hand starts that next walk down. Second finger, left hand starts the walk down as the right hand pivots. Right hand pivots again. Come on up here. Those 2 chords go together. I'll play this one time properly. You'll notice in the right hand, it's pretty staccato. The left hand is pretty legato. Of course, until the end. There, we definitely want a staccato in both hands. Okay, so that is the last part of the Dance of the Sugarplum Fairy.